offering most humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our ever-present Lord and invoking Bhagwan's presence and benediction for this holy satsang. Dear sisters, my loving Sai-Ram to all of you. And thank you for having me here, especially exclusively with ladies. Such a beautiful moment for me and a blessing from Bhagwan. And I'm grateful to Bhagwan and all of you as well. And see, when we look at Bhagwan's organization, Bhagwan has given an exclusive ladies' wing for ladies, isn't it? And there is Ladies' Day also celebrated exclusively on the November 19th. And that is the importance given to ladies. And Swami, says three means there are three syllables in that, Sa, Ta and Ra. And all these three stand for our own qualities. As we all know, we are made up of three qualities, isn't it? Sattva Guna, Tamo Guna and Rajo Guna. Sattva Guna stands for all the purity and knowledge. It is the highest. And Rajo Guna, though Rajo Guna is necessary for us, Rajo Guna is for our energy, enthusiasm, dynamism, we need Rajo Guna. And Tamo Guna, as Swami says, it is the dullness and heedlessness and procrastination, when we don't listen, when we keep on postponing, that is all, the hallmark of Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna. But we need all the three gunas, as Swami says. See, if we are always on the move, not able to rest, if Tamo Guna is not there in us, night time we cannot go to sleep. We will be still thinking of the world and always, we'll be so dynamic, isn't it? So all the three are necessary for us. And if we do not have Rajo Guna, we will not have any ambition and any inspiration and goal at all. And if we have to make spiritual progress, if we have to sit quietly, do our sadhana, do meditation and learn about spirituality, we need the Sattva Guna. And Swami says that lady, Stri, he says, yes, Sa, Ta, Ra, all the three are there in the Stri. She is a beautiful combination of all the three gunas. Swami says it is this Tamo Guna in her that makes her so modest and shy. And she is so restrained. See, compared to men who are so aggressive most of the time, ladies are not like that. We can adjust to any situation, anything. We can be quiet. We can play, we will be even willing to play a second fiddle to our spouses, men, isn't it? We don't mind that at all. That comes naturally to us. That is one of the hallmark of being a lady, as Swami says. And Rajo Guna, Swami says, that is what makes her, sacrifice. All the ambition, all the dynamism she has, she will utilize it for her own family, her own people. She will be able to sacrifice. She's ready to play the second fiddle all the time. Sacrifice her own, little wishes and ambitions for the sake of the family. She puts herself at the back and let everybody take the lead. And, I don't mind at all. That is our attitude, isn't it? And Sattva Guna, Swami says, that is most in Stri, ladies. That is why most of the families, you think, it is the ladies who come to Swami's fold first, isn't it? No, in my case, it is like that. And later on, the husband will come along slowly. Sometimes they may drop you at the center and go, and they may not come. But the ladies, see, for ladies, if you see, this inclination for God is very natural. I don't know, but that is what I have seen. Even in girl children, if we see, that is how, she is more inclined to spirituality. Because this nature of unconditional love, sacrificial spirit, it is already inherent in ladies. And the lady, Swami says, she is called the Dharma Patni. Means she is the one who, pushes the husband towards dharma. That is her duty. That is what she does. So she plays a pivotal role in bringing the entire family itself to spirituality and to Swami. That is the greatness of, being a woman. And even if we see our culture, the Hindu culture, there were Rishi Patnis, the wives of great rishis who themselves were great scholars like Gargi, Maitreyi, Ubhaya Bharati. So many examples are there. And that is how, it is inbuilt in her. all this culture. And even if we look at the modern world, in all the social fields and economic fields and even in political fields, so many countries are headed by women, presidents and prime ministers. So she's equally capable of leadership role with men. And that is what it is. Apart from managing the family, outside she is able to make a mark. That is one thing very great. We all agree with that, isn't it? See, at the end of the day, who will take care of the entire family? Who has to play the harmonizing role, isn't it? It is like however educated, however, you may be the CEO of a company or whatever. When it comes to family, it is the lady who has to put all the things together and stitch together and take it forward. And even children today, I know I had to do a Navaratri satsang for the New Zealand group, and I was sharing with them. This Navaratri is all about worship of the Divine Mother. And this festival is so popular, especially every part of our India, our country, especially in India. Whether any other festival is celebrated or not, everyone celebrates Navaratri, north, east, west, south, everywhere. See, when we come to down south, we have Meenakshi. In the northeast, she's called Kamakhya. Kashmira Puravasini, there also she's there, and she's very famous Durga Mata, Sringeri, Sharadamba. Like so many ways the Divine Mother is celebrated and she's worshipped. That is because I was thinking, even in a family, when the child is upset or when the child wants something, it immediately runs to the mother. Similarly, the Divine Mother is so dear to all of us, so accessible, so approachable. We reach out to the Divine Mother. And Bhagwan is after all Shiva Shakti avatar, isn't it? The Divine Father and the Divine Mother. But just as the child rushes to the mother, we all run to our Divine Mother. See, the mother is known for her forgiveness, unconditional love, compassion. I am not discounting the role of the father in the family, but usually the children relate, better to the mother. They can confide in the mother and, they can open up. And this is how we can open up to our Divine Mother also. That's why, Sai Mata is so dear. And that's why probably, worshipping the Divine Mother is such a famous festival. And everybody takes part in it. And after all, who is the Divine Mother? See, we all know that there is only one principle, which is the attributeless, formless God, which is called Nirguna Nirakara Brahman. It is called Advitiya Brahma, means there is no second entity. All that is there is that highest consciousness. If that has to appear as all of us, like all the beings and this entire creation, there has to be some power to make this unchanging appear as the changing. That is the world and all of us. God, the Supreme Divinity is unchanging. It appears as all of us, which are all changing. The entire world is changing. So to make the intangible appear as tangible, there has to be a divine power. And that is the power of the Divine Mother, which is called Adi Parashakti. So she is the power of the creation itself. If the attributeless God has to be accessible for all of us, this Divine Mother is very essential. She only creates this entire world. So if we have to go back from our humanity to divinity, we need the grace of this Divine Mother. If we have to overcome Maya, this Maya is very important for us. So such is the greatness of the Divine Mother. And the same importance is given to ladies in our culture also. And with this brief introduction, I thought this is the greatness of womanhood itself. She dons many a role, and when she is married into the family, she has to adjust to so many people, isn't it? Not only from her own family she has come, she has left her family and entered a new family. It's a new life for her, but she doesn't mind. So seemingly she gets, she flows with the flow. And she is able to, fulfill all the new responsibilities as well. And that is the greatness of womanhood itself. And so being women itself is, I feel, something we are one step closer to God compared to all others. And that itself is a sadhana for us, juggling so many roles. And naturally, when we have to balance all this, we have to hold on to the Divine Mother. There is no other go for us. So probably, we have more faith in the Divine Mother. than everyone, because our roles are like that, our responsibilities are like that. We can only tap into the divine energy to carry out our day to day activities also. So, naturally, all these will come to a woman: spirituality, having faith in God, and being obedient to all the people in her family. Like a girl child is expected to be more obedient than a boy child, and especially when it goes to mother in law's house, she has to obey. No, all these things naturally come to her. And this womanhood itself is such a great celebration. And when we come to our Sai organization, I feel 99% of the SSC teachers are women, isn't it? See, they have to play so many roles, they have to take care of the family, yet they, invest so much time and efforts in studying for SSC and then taking the classes. So, because it is so easy for the woman to expand her circle of love. Our SSC children are prema putras, while our biological children are kama putras. So naturally her circle of love expands so easily to include all the prema putras. That comes naturally. Most of the SSC teachers, I don't know how it is here also. In Oman, we did not have a single, male SSC teacher. I don't know now how it is. When I was there 10 years ago, all were ladies only. And when it comes to any function, most of the arrangement, the altar decoration, starting from altar decoration to hall decoration, of course the furniture and the heavy works are done by them, but meticulously planning, and most importantly Mahaprasadam making, isn't it? She has to do all the household chores and get the children ready, and plus this extra. See how many roles, how many responsibilities she willingly takes up in any organization for that matter. And Bhagwan has recognized that, and he has given Ladies' Day and Ladies' Wing. And Ladies' Wing is the harmonizer of all the wings. So much of role, so much of importance that Bhagwan has given to this womanhood itself. And this is what I wanted to share. And if any questions are there or anything, I can answer. My experiences, how I felt. See, for me, post Mahasamadhi is not so much of a difference, because I came to Bhagwan's fold quite late in my life, and I have not had so much of physical proximity with Bhagwan, because I did not study in Bhagwan's institution. And post Mahasamadhi only I joined Swami's hospital. So for me, throughout, from the beginning, it was inner connection only. It was not an interview, as Swami says, it was inner view. Swami came in my dream and, he called me and, why have you not come to me? I did not know anything about Bhagwan Baba. I had shifted to Oman, left behind the family and gone. It was a single contract in the Ministry of Health, and family was to join later. Small children, a new environment, new circumstances, new hospital. I don't know anyone there. I'm all alone, posted in a very remote place in Oman in the Ministry of Health. That time Bhagwan appeared in my dream and asked, why have you not come to me? Just asked, what should I do? Even in the dream I knew this is God who is calling me, and this is my Sadguru, whom I am looking for. And that was the impression I got, and I asked, what should I do? And he gave me clear-cut instructions, and that's how I came into Swami's fold. And straight away I started attending the Sai organization in Oman, and all my training in Swami's fold comes from the Sai organization, where they would insist upon the practice of Bhagwan's teachings. We would have regular study circles. And straight away I became SSC teacher, because there were not many teachers. They asked me, are you willing? And they made me Ladies' Wing coordinator, spiritual coordinator. But we would have regular satsangs and study circles and study Swami's literature, especially Satyam Shivam Sundaram, Vahinis, the initial volumes of Satya Sai Speaks, especially volume 1 to volume 6. This is how my training in Bhagwan's teachings comes from. So it has always been an inner view for me. And I have had, dreams and visions of Bhagwan. Whenever I had a doubt, Bhagwan would appear in my dream and clarify. So post Mahasamadhi, it has not made such a difference for me. Uh, Having said that, it is after Mahasamadhi only 2012 we shifted to Puttaparthi to work in Swami's institution. Me and my husband, both of us left our job and we came here, and Swami was gracious enough to give a seat to my daughter in Swami's school, primary school, and I got a job in Swami's hospital the same year. And after that only, I have come to Puttaparthi. Before that, we would have our regular yearly vacation. We would come to Parthi, have Swami's darshan. And only once when we came as a team, Parthi Yatra, when about 900 devotees, we came from Oman. We came from the Middle East. That is the only opportunity. It was a crowded Kulwant Hall 2010 on the August 13th. I was sitting in the first line and Swami called me and I went to him kneeling. And he asked, that is the only, physical interaction, the blessing of Sambhashan I have had with Bhagwan. Otherwise, it was all along inner view, and even now the same thing continues. And whenever I ask a question, especially spiritual question, not any material question, I don't get any answer. So I have accepted the material life continues. From the beginning it is like that. It is my prarabdha karma, I have to go through that. But any spiritual thing, any clarification, like I have to speak in an organ, some speech or anything is there, if I am asked to speak on a topic, I meditate and pray to Bhagwan and the answer comes, what I have to speak on. Like, in words, like once I got, it was trust, obey, accept, surrender. This is how I got the answer. And from then on, I always speak on this. I knew this is the path for me. That is all I need to do and I need to know. That's all. And once having come to Puttaparthi, see, I was throughout in the organization and our life would revolve around Sai Center. Everything, me, my husband, children were SSC children, and they were also, in small service activities. It was a small group, very few families, everything we only had to do. But when I came here, it was suddenly, it's a complete 360-degree turn for me. No help of organization, and only thing is I'm working in Swami's hospital where it's a very, very hectic life. We are doing night duties, the continuous duties. It was throughout, only duty like that. Otherwise, before we used to have study circles and SSC classes we have to take, we have to study so much. And all those activities I could take part. And in the year 2013, when, I did not much think about it because working in Swami's hospital is such a big blessing for me. Because when back in Oman, I would ask Swami, see, here I am working in a hospital, where all rich patients come, and not only that, here all the people who come, they have free access to medical facility. The government pays for them or their companies pay. They have got insurance, so they can avail the medical facilities, best of the facilities. Can I ever get an opportunity to, serve the underprivileged patients? That was the question. And hardly within a year, I was somehow, the circumstances came like that. I had to resign and I was in Swami's hospital where the poorest of the poor come. Our general hospital caters to all the neighboring villages who have no access to any medical facility. And ours is a completely free hospital as all the other institutions of Bhagwan are. And that itself was such a blessing, and I got lost in that. I was happy also serving the poor. And also when I came to Swami's fold, one sadhana I took up seriously is Namasmarana. So every patient, most of our patients are local Omanis. Because the government pays for the treatment and the Ministry of Health, they come to us. So mentally I would greet every patient with a Sai Ram. And I would tell Swami, can I ever greet my patients with a loud Sai Ram? This is how. And I was in Swami's hospital. I was so happy I can just shout out to every patient, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. That itself gave me so much satisfaction. But I was lost. Even there was no time for my personal sadhana, no time to study, just the duties. When I was lost in that, Nanjundaya sir, Professor Nanjundaya, who was the translator of Bhagwan, he was the registrar in Bhagwan's university. And I met him in the outpatient and he asked me, you're the new doctor, where were you? And I was telling. So he knew me. And one day he came, the 8 o'clock, it is a very crowded OPD and sir is very old and not keeping so well. And he came running to me and told, Amma, I got an inner prompting this morning, Swami telling me that I have to give this letter to you. Swami had written a letter to Nanjundaya sir in his own handwriting, beautiful letter. And Swami told, I have to give this letter to you. Go and give it to Dr. Lata. So he went and he made a photocopy. He's such an old man, and he went to the shop, he made a photocopy of the letter and came and gave it to me. This is Swami's message for you. So in that, what was written was, study Vedanta, live Vedanta, teach Vedanta. See, when I was so lost only in work all the time, Bhagwan sends this message. So this is how I have been getting, promptings, what I have to do next. What is it that I need to do? This is how, some way the message comes, and then I start, yes, okay, I'm doing all the work, but Swami has told me I have to start studying. So I would get up, earlier in the morning, and devote some time to studying like that. So post Mahasamadhi and before Mahasamadhi, this inner journey, it has been all along. But whenever I pray for any spiritual thing, anything, I do get, and also when I go wrong or, Bhagwan comes in the dream and chastises me. That is how, more than a loving mother, it is the disciplined father aspect of Bhagwan that I have always experienced in my life.
How to be a disciplined woman of the house?
I would say to get up early in the morning, and we have to, devote time for our personal sadhana, whatever it is. And if we are able to, take quiet moments in the morning to do our personal sadhana, I feel that gives the energy for the rest of the day, and that sets the tempo for rest of the day. And discipline, of course, it doesn't come by force. It should come from the source, from within. It's very, very important. And it depends upon what are the priorities for us in our life. And once we set priorities, I feel discipline automatically comes. What is important for me? Then the discipline comes. Yes, I have to do it. This is so important for me. See, I always keep telling, aspiration all of us have. But when coupled with inspiration only, there can be transformation. So that inspiration which comes from within for a higher goal, this is what I need to do. And naturally, with this inspiration, discipline also comes. And without discipline, we cannot achieve anything. And I think ladies, it comes automatically, I feel, because so many roles they play. They do the cooking in the morning, then they go for their jobs and professions, come back and do everything. I feel it is about setting up, priorities in our life. And early morning, I always tell this 20 minutes for physical exercise, whatever age it may be. It's very, very important. Some form of physical exercise, yoga. And don't compromise on the time. That is me time, my quality time, my time with myself, 1 hour a day. Whatever may be the time which is convenient for us. 20 minutes of some, mental discipline like namasmarana, prayer, meditation, whatever which comes to us easily. Some sadhana, personal sadhana, and 20 minutes to study Swami's literature, some elevating literature, 20. For the body, for the mind, and the intellect. That, I think, should be an integral part of our life, apart from whatever we are doing. And we are able to get up a little early, and we are able to make time for that. The discipline comes from our priorities. What is more important for us in our life? And like anything, see, mind is a great trickster. It is not so easy, to train the mind. But mind is a slave of repetition. Whatever we do repeatedly over a period of time. See, even cooking, when we started doing, it was so difficult for us, not so easy. We would burn and, we would put extra salt. Some mistakes would happen. The more and more we keep doing, the more and more it becomes like an autopilot, isn't it? Same thing with the mind, same thing with discipline. Initially, 3-4 days it may be difficult, but if we persevere, the mind gets trained and the mind gets used to that, and that becomes our nature. It is only by doing we can bring the discipline. One day I do, 2 days I want to rest, I don't want to do. We compromise on those things. It is not possible. Doing every day regularly, that brings discipline. Discipline comes by repetition and comes from consistently doing anything. That is how we get the discipline. And of course, inspiration for a higher goal. This is what is important to me. Then naturally we will take time out for that and we will do, isn't it? See, we are all expert meditators. When most important TV program is there or some show that is going on, we meditate upon it. No distractions. We are so disciplined for that day after day, isn't it? So for some personal sadhana, the same thing, the same concentration we can bring here. The mind is a slave of repetition. It gets trained. See, this, our body, mind and the senses is like the mighty elephant. And the buddhi is the intellect that controls the mind. That is like a mahut, the rider. See, even the mahut is a huge sumo wrestler. In front of the elephant, he is small, isn't it? So, see, this intellect says tomorrow morning get up, do some physical exercise, some yoga, walking and some meditation. But in the morning, this elephant will not listen to the mahut. You have signed up for spirituality course, you go and do, I will continue to sleep. The mind and the body and the five senses. Each senses, pull the mind in so many directions. Eyes want to see something, ears want to hear something. So what we want to do, we are not able to do. But the mahut does train the mind, elephant, isn't it? When the elephant rigorously, it is trained by the mahut day after day, the elephant learns to listen to the mahut. The same way, every day, if we ignore the demand of the mind, listen to our intellect and somehow make it possible over a period of time. See, 1 week you do consistently, 7th, and if we enjoy doing it, and naturally the 7th day, 8th day, we will continue to do it. That's why, a higher goal, inspiration. Aspiration plus inspiration is transformation. Aspiration without inspiration, if we are not inspired by the goal, it will lead to only perspiration. So this inspiration is very, very important. Probably I will share, one acronym. And all other things together, spiritual, be spiritual. SPIRITUAL. S stands for Swadharma. Swadharma, of course, as Swami says in Gita Vahini, it is, the highest dharma of what we are. We are the supreme consciousness and acting from that perspective, playing all the roles. Swadharma also means what is our core competency. Some people are very good in cooking and so many skills are there. So if we are able to follow our Swadharma, heart's content, we are able to, heart's desire, we are able to bring discipline in that. Some people are inclined to meditation, some people are inclined to singing bhajan, some people into prayers. Whatever the sadhana that inspires us, is to stick to that Swadharma. Because sometimes, all the temperaments will not come to us. Whatever is our core temperament, some people are inclined to seva, isn't it? So in that only you bring discipline. Like that, stick to one thing, Swadharma. And also Swadharma is listening to the dictates of the conscience. Whatever our conscience tells, the conscience always prompts us, isn't it? This is right, this is wrong, don't do this. S is that. And SP, P is physical moderation. As I said, body has to be given importance, kept in a fit condition. We have to do some physical exercise. Physical moderation means moderation in everything. The food that we eat, the sleep, and also the recreation time that we do, spirituality, everything should be in moderation, no extremes. If it goes to extreme only, we cannot bring in discipline in our life. So set time aside for everything. This is my time for physical, exercise. This is my time for sadhana. This is my time for seva. Don't overdo anything. When we go to extremes only, we burn out. We are not able to cope up with the stress. Limited time, so have a diary, and this is the time, this is the time. This is the quality time with family, this is my time, my exclusive time, and this is the time for cooking, this is my job timings, like that. Moderation in everything. P, physical moderation. SPI. I is impulse control. when we are able to stop this reaction to everything, especially in a family when so many people demand from us, if we keep on reacting to it, we lose our own peace of mind. So just stop, don't react, stop, think, and choose a response. Response which is in alignment with our goal. My goal is what? To please Swami, to offer everything to Swami. If other people shout at me or other people upset me, no, I am not going to give in to this. I am not going to react. Choose a response, don't react to everything. So this impulse control is very, very most of the time when somebody shouts at us, we shout back. That is because of we are not able to control our impulse. In every situation, this is how the conflicts come, even in an office with a boss, everyone. So impulse control. I will be quiet, I will not react, and I will slowly choose a response which is in line with my goal. If somebody, loses temper or something, why should I also lose? So impulse control, very, very important. SPIR. R is result acceptance. Whatever the result comes out of my action, it is Swami's prasadam. Sometimes, favorable outcome is there, sometimes not so favorable. It's okay. Swami knows what is best for me, what to give me, let me accept. Then what happens? We are not too elated when something goes well. We don't pat our own back and we take credit for it. We know we are only instruments. Something doesn't go well, we are not dejected also. Because this is how Swami wants for me. At this moment it is good for me. Whatever happens, happens for my highest good, as Swami says. That faith in Bhagwan, that prasada buddhi, we call it, result acceptance. Everything is Swami's prasadam. I do everything as naivedyam, even every little thing that I do, and accept every outcome as his prasadam. SPIR. R is result. Now T. T is teamwork. Very, very important. Even a family is a team. In an office, we work in a team. No, it is okay if others are not cooperating, but I will not lose my goodness. I will stick to my goodness. Whatever responsibility is given to me, I will fulfill. I will do the best. I will cooperate with others. See, in the team, what happens is we learn to get rid of our little egos and, little I, that somebody should listen to only me, take my, points, and I will not listen to others. This is what causes friction. When there is this, accepting others' views, listening to others, and also contributing in the spirit of cooperation, especially in a team, even family is a team. When we come to Sai organization also, you would have seen, you will be teamed up with people with whom you may not see eye to eye. So many differences of opinion to rub shoulders. It's not so easy. So if we are able to let go of these little differences, Puttaparthi is after all put apart I. Leave the little I when you come to Swami. Let us cooperate, even if they do not cooperate, even they will also respect us. So this is what teamwork, to work as a team, that is very, very important. Then I again, I, spiritual I. I is inspiring goal, very, very important. Larger than my little self. Me and my family, that's all. No, I'll expand the circle, but I need not talk about it because you are in the organization where you are working, all of you are, I saw these retreats to make this a possibility. How much of efforts have gone in. So you have a higher goal. Naturally, you are inspired by Swami's mission, Swami's goal. So I need not expand anything at all about it. The higher goal, that is to please Swami itself. How much of approval I want to get from Swami. How much of Swami's teachings I want to practice. How much I want to please Swami through my thought, word and deeds. That Swami is the inspiration. The inspiring goal is pleasing Swami itself. Then U. U is undivided attention, concentration. Do one thing at a time. No multitasking. Multitasking is a myth actually. There is no multitasking. It is only switch tasking. If we are running to do 2-3 things at a time, where efficiency comes down, and even practically it is proven that whatever you were able to finish in 1 hour, you may take 3 hours, and the efficiency also suffers. Whatever we are doing, undivided attention, whether it is cooking, whether it is Sai. center activity, one thing at a time. We are stressed only because our mind is running in so many directions. If that mind is collected and made to, focus on one thing, then the stress is not that much. Whatever little thing we are doing, we are able to do it perfectly. So this undivided attention. And A, UL, what is next is which letter? A. A is altar of surrender. How can I surrender my ego? That is Swami himself. It is for Swami I am doing. I surrender everything to him. Whatever I am doing, whether it is cooking, whether it is cleaning, whether my office work, whether the Sai center work, there is no difference. Everything is Swami's work and I offer it to him. See, this through me technique, Phyllis Crystal speaks about it. Swami, think through me, act through me, speak through me, do this through me, eat through me, speak to my boss through me, through me, through me, through me, praying to Bhagwan, always constantly. An altar of surrender all the time. Surrender of our little ego when we know that we are instruments. And L is let go. Should learn to let go. We cannot please everybody, especially a woman. She is a wife, she is a daughter-in-law, she is a daughter, and she is a mother. So many roles when we are able to don. It is not possible to please everyone, especially for a daughter-in-law, to please the mother-in-law the way she wants. That doesn't mean we should not disrespect them. We will do it to the best of our ability, offer it to Swami. Our, intention is to offer it to Swami and please Swami. We cannot, if we want to keep on pleasing everyone, it is humanly impossible for us. So let go. Don't take things personally. Even if somebody shouts or anything. If there is a learning lesson for me, if they criticize me, if there is something, which I am lacking, I'll take it and I will improve upon it. Some people criticize just for the sake of pointing fingers, criticizing, especially in an office with a boss, all those things. No, it should not affect us. Just let go. If it is a learning lesson, take it. Otherwise, just let go, because people are, no two people are the same way. People are different. We cannot control, everybody. That is foolishness if we think, if we are able to please everybody with our behavior. However best behavior we may be in, it is not possible to please. So just learn to let go. That's it. This is what I have done, everything to the best of my ability. I have offered it to Swami. Swami is pleased, that's all. Others, we cannot control their reactions, their responses, their emotions. Just let go. So being spiritual, I think, that can bring, discipline, devotion, duty, everything, determination, discrimination, the 5 Ts. Whatever is in our hands, we'll do it to the best of our ability, offer it to Swami, rest is left to him. See, to me, once in our Sai center, when a new chairperson was appointed, this couple were, they were the main people in the Sai center, and they were running the Sai center like their own enterprise. It was a very small Sai center. There were other office bearers, but they would not listen. They will have a meeting, but whatever we tell, they don't listen and they do what they want. And so many people used to feel hurt. What is this? They are doing whatever they want, and even if we give constructive inputs, we are not taking. They are not taking. Even I used to feel so upset about it. And once something happened and I was very, very upset. Why these people are here? After all, we come to Sai Center to forego all these personal differences. We want to work in a team. We want to cooperate with others. Even they should cooperate. And they are utilizing our, they are misusing our goodness because we don't question much. Or I was thinking like that. When Swami appeared in my dream and told, why are you so upset? Is it your organization? Swami asked. Okay, you are given a duty. You do it to the best of your ability and you cannot change people, Swami told. You are suffering because you are attached to it. Because of your attachment you are suffering, Swami told. Just let go. See, the transformation of others is not in our hands. And even everybody comes with their karma as well, isn't it? We cannot overnight bring about. If just because we are good, we cannot expect others to be like that. So when Swami told you are suffering because of your attachment, I immediately understood, see, this is a role that I am playing in the being in the organization. If I get attached to the role itself, I will lose sight of the goal. I have come here for my personal sadhana. And one of our SSC teachers also, asked Swami when he had come for a conference, Swami, we put in so much efforts for the sake of children, but still, Swami, there is not so much change in, especially some children, very difficult. We teach them values, all this, they behave exactly contrary. What is this, Swami? It is such a matter of anguish for us. Swami said, see, children are only passing clouds, your SSC children. They will come and go. This SSC, being an SSC Guru, Balvika's Guru, is the sadhana that I have given you. It is for your own transformation I have made you the Guru. Children will just come and go. Leave their transformation to me. It is not your job. But you do sincerely whatever you are asked to do. It is a sadhana for you to evolve. Swami said, the children come and go. He used the word passing clouds. They are passing clouds, they come and go. But it is sadhana for your transformation. So everything that we do in the organization, not only in organization, everywhere, in our home, in our offices, and wherever we work, it is just a sadhana for us. Every situation is an opportunity to grow spiritually, to hold on to Bhagwan more and more, to increase our own faith, strengthen our faith in Bhagwan, strengthen our faith in the higher goal. That we are just, the little instruments, and in spite of us, the things will happen. But Bhagwan, out of compassion, he has given us this role for our own sadhana, for our own spiritual evolution. Sai Ram. Especially, I feel difficult people in our life, that is what makes our relationship with Swami so special. We hold on to him. Suffering is a better teacher than, happiness or anything.
I think so many of us can relate to.
Yeah, otherwise we will not even think of a higher goal in life. We will be so carried away by our mundane, humdrum life, family, children, the same thing. We will not even expand our circle of love or, service, all that. We get so carried away by that. Our personal life will go on, but whatever we are expected to do, that will go on, and by his grace, we will have the courage and conviction to go through even difficult times. Bhagwan will be with us. That courage and conviction, from my personal life speaking, that will come. The inner turmoil will be less. We know, like Swami is taking care, and the grace definitely is there. It will mitigate the magnitude of the negative consequences that we have to go through because of our own negative karma. Definitely that magnitude is mitigated. It will not be so much. He makes it easier when we have with him. To go through that will not be so difficult.